Good morning. Welcome to June 2nd. Wake and stretch. As you know, I always take off, I've been taking off the first of the month. I feel like the first has too much pressure to start something. Also, I feel like I have to address this, and I will do this briefly, but my heart is a little bit broken for what's happening in the world right now. So, I find it difficult to communicate verbally that way. So I'm going to get on the mat and I deal with these emotions. And hopefully this practice will help all of us be a little bit more grounded and to open our hearts a little bit more. All right, so if you're ready, grab a block, grab your props, grab a towel, grab a pillow, grab whatever you need for your practice, and let's jump on the mat. Let's go. So let's start in a nice child's pose. However you would like to organize the arms, the legs, whatever props you might want or need. Just allow yourself to breathe in your child's pose. And staying here for a few more breaths. And give yourself one more nice deep inhale. And exhale, let it all out through the mouth. And gently ease yourself up. Move any props out of the way. Well, let's move into a downward facing dog. Pedaling through the feet a little bit, getting some movement through the hips, the joints, the ankles, the knees. Hi, Zeus. Oh. Okay. And he's sitting on my hand. Dude. I know. From here, finding stillness in your down dog. And then inhale, lifting the head, walking the feet forward, coming halfway up into Ardha Uttanasana. Then exhale, fold into Uttanasana. Inhaling, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Hey, stop chewing my towel. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, reversing the swan duck, all up to vertical. Exhale, hands coming to the heart. Taking a few breaths here with the arms. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Making our way back down to the mat. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, diving forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold hands down. Step back with just the left leg coming into a low lunge. You might have to inch the right foot forward a little bit and ease down that left knee. Allow the hips to start to open. You can keep your weight down, or if you're more comfortable bringing your hands to your thigh, go for it. It'll bring a little bit more intensity to the inner thighs and hips. let's take some arm circles while we are here in the low lunge. So weight onto that left hand, and you can widen it a little bit if you want to bring it up to the side more. Right hand will circle forward and up on your inhale, and then exhale it back and down. Inhaling forward and up. Exhale back and down. This allows a little bit more movement in the heart center. Inhaling forward and up. Exhaling back and down. Heart center is your shoulder, your chest, the upper back. On this next one, inhale the arm up. As you exhale, bring the hand to your thigh and gently twist. Letting yourself sink into the hips a little bit more, opening the heart to the right. And gently coming back through center, 2 hands on the mat on either side if you can manage it. If not, you can bring it to the inside, it's all good. Tuck the back toe, lift the knee, find your high lunge. Hands down to the mat, lift the hips, step it back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal through a little bit if you'd like to release that. And we'll take a vinyasa from here. So find down dog, inhale forward to plank, exhale knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhale cobra or up dog, exhale downward facing dog. From here, lifting the head. Step the left foot forward. In this case, you might have to wiggle the right foot back a little bit to find your length. And then gently lower down the right knee. Settling into your low lunge. Hands can be down at the mat, on a block, on a pillow, on a blanket. You can either frame the foot with the hands or bring it to the inside, whatever works for you. And allow yourself to settle into the hips. Bringing your weight now onto the right hand, you can widen it a little bit. Left arm will do those circles, so inhaling it forward and up. Exhaling back and down. Inhaling forward and up. Exhaling back and down. We'll take 2 more circles. And on this next one, inhale the arm upward. Then exhale, find the hand on the thigh and gently twist to the left, opening your heart to the left. Shoulders are down, neck is long, holding that chest up, nice and proud. And bringing it back through center, hands down to the mat. Tuck the back toe, find your high lunge, stay here for a breath or 2. Hands down, step it back to not plank. This is downward facing dog, to down dog. Go ahead and pedal through the legs. You can let the hips shift around a little bit. And we'll take a vinyasa from here. Inhaling, shifting forward. Exhale, knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose. Or one and then the other, whatever works. From here, gently find your way to down dog if you're not there already. Inhale the right leg up and back, 3-legged dog, make it a twist. And feel free to stay here if this is good for you for right now. If you'd like to flip your dog into wild thing, which is where I'm going, feel free to flip your dog. Bring a little bit more opening through the body, the front body. From here, flipping it back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, stepping it through. Let's find warrior 2. Back heel rotates down. Inhale as you come up. Exhale, settling into your warrior. And then moving through reverse warrior 2, extended side angle. Inhaling, flipping the paw. Exhaling, lifting up and back. Inhaling through warrior two. Exhale, extend and side angle. Inhaling, coming back up, warrior two. Rotate the palm, exhale, up and back. Inhaling, warrior two. Exhale, extended side. One more time through with that flow. Good. From here, taking that top arm, bringing it to the waist, eyes go down to the mat. Move into half moon balance. Feel free to grab a prop and place it in front of you so you have a destination. If you're good with this pose, then fingertips can just come to the mat. So keep the torso nice and open to the side. Start to shift the weight. Fingers right underneath the shoulder. So I'm going to play a little bit with this transition. To move back into warrior two legs, soften the right knee first. Start to shift the weight. Left toes reach down to the mat. Inhale as your chest comes up. Rotate the palm. Exhale, reach it back. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, half moon balance. Staying for a few breaths. Soften the knee, gently step down. Inhale, warrior two. Rotate the palm, exhale, reverse. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, half moon. From here, all 10 fingertips down to the mat. Square off the hips, standing split. So rotate that right leg so that the knee is pointing downward. Nice stretch through the hamstring. From here, bend the top knee so the heel comes to the sit bone, then bend your standing knee. Give more of a rotation. We're going to come into half lord of the fish. So sitting onto that left hip, then rotate around to the right. Heads up, dogs are in the mud. They might be coming this way. And I want to say that so Murphy's Law will take into play, will take into action, and they won't come and get me all muddy. All right, coming back around, two hands in the front of your mat, step it back, find plank, vinyasa, down dog, or child's pose, your choice. All right, moving on to the other side. Left leg inhaled up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, make it a twist. You can either stay here in the twist, or you have the option to flip your dog into wild thing. If you flipped your dog, flip it back. Three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, warrior two. Oh yeah, here he comes. Mr. Mud himself. Hi, Zeusy. Good. So take that same flow as we did on the first side. Inhaling to flip the palm, exhaling to reverse warrior, and then flowing into extended side angle. There are the words. Inhale, flip the palm. Exhale, lift it up and back. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhaling, warrior two. Flip the palm. Exhale, up and back. Inhaling, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. We'll go two more times. More time. And staying now in your extended side angle. And moving into that half moon balance. So if you need to set up props before we start moving into it, set up your props. And find extended side angle again. top arm comes to the waist, eyes down to your destination. So look at where you want the fingers to go so that your balance doesn't go all over the place. Take a nice inhale. As you exhale, start to shift. Be in the balance, live in the balance a little bit before we move into that next flow. And soften the standing knee. Reach the right toes back. Plant it down, warrior two. Inhale, flip the palm. Exhale, reach it up and back. Inhale through warrior two. Exhale, find your half moon balance again. Softening the standing knee, reach the right toes back. Inhale, warrior two. Flip the palm, exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, find that half moon. Whoa, or not. Staying here now, breathing in it. How much can you open your chest to the side of your space? Stacking the shoulders, stacking the hips, keeping the core active so both waistlines are equal. Keep the spine steady with the core. Let the right fingertips come down. So move the right shoulder and the right hip at the same time to find standing speed. The right leg inwardly rotates so the knee points down. Breathe into that left hamstring, that standing leg. Inhaling, lifting the head. Exhale, bend that floating leg. Bend your standing knee. This right knee is going to come to the outer edge of the standing heel. Sit on the right hip. Spiral around to the left. Oh, half Lord of the Fish. Gently coming back around to the front, hands to the top of your mat. Find your way back to down dog. Feel free to either pedal through the feet, take a vinyasa. A little bit of both, a little bit of nothing, a little bit of child's pose. Whatever your energy needs at the moment. From here, coming onto the belly, whichever pose you were in, just find your way onto the belly. Come up into Sphinx pose. So you're up on your forearms, arms are parallel. Bring the left hand in front of you so it's more of a kickstand. Bend up the right leg or reach back and give a nice quad stretch here. If you're not feeling much, push the right hip down into the mat even more. Be mindful of your knee if you have any sharp pains. Release out of this, yeah? It's not worth it. We want our knees to be healthy. Gently release and switch to the other side. Pressing that left hip down into the mat. Gently release that down. Take crocodile pose for a few breaths. From here, moving into a cobra series. So this is to help open up the upper back, the lower back, actually throughout the whole spine and the chest and the arms, and of course, the heart center. So bringing the fingertips into what I call Spider-Man hands. You're on your fingertips, wrists are up, elbows are bent. From here, as you inhale, press the tops of your feet down into the mat and start to lift the head, neck, and shoulders. It doesn't have to come high. It can be very shallow at this point. Exhale, lower down. Same thing, hands in the same spot. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lowering down. And walk the hands around so that they're towards the corner edges of your mat. Right, so they're on a diagonal. Same thing, press down through the fingertips. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lowering down. Bringing the hands down now to shoulder height, still on the outer edges of the mat. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, press up. When you're up here, pull the belly up and in. Exhale, lower. The hands now flat underneath the shoulders for a full cobra. Inhale, lifting up, elbows shoot back. Exhale, lower. If it hurts your lower back, then open the hands a little bit more. Turn the elbows outward. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower. Good. Just taking a brief rest here. You can give your hips a little rock from side to side. And all that prep is for bow pose. So if you have any shoulder injury or you have lower back issues, then tread carefully with this one, and you could do locust pose instead. Locust is a lift this way. This way you won't put so much intensity on those injuries if you have them. Bow pose, grabbing the feet, keeping the legs parallel. On your inhale, press the feet into the hands and lift those thighs off the mat. Gently releasing down. Let the arms float out to the side and stack them under your head for crocodile. And a little rock of the hips. You can even bend the legs and windshield wiper the legs from side to side. And gently coming back to center, let the legs extend long so that they're underneath your hips, toes tucked. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to move into a reverse plank or reverse push-up. Let's start with the belly. So inhale first. Then exhale, scoop the belly, lift it off the mat. Then press up through the arms and then the legs. Staying here for a few breaths. From here, moving into a brief side plank. Lift those hips as high as you can. Top arm comes down to the mat, find a regular plank, and then flip to the other side. Come back to regular plank, downward facing dog, or child's pose. From here, just walking or crawling the legs forward. Have a seat on one hip or the other. Flip it around and let the legs come out in front. Giving them a good shake. I'll actually turn to face you because that's a little bit more fun. So taking the right foot in, heel towards the sit bone. Now in this pose, we're going to lift up that right hip so you're kind of all balanced on this left leg. Heel is pressing down. Left hand is supporting you. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, reach it forward. Try to get the armpit around the shin bone. If it doesn't come anywhere close, it's fine. Reach for the foot if that's where you're at, or the shin bone, anywhere along that leg. If you have a little more in you, you can bind. So bringing the right arm behind, the balance is there, the left hand can join. You can stay upright here, or you can pull the belly in and fold forward. One more breath. And then inhale, lift the head. Exhale, gently release. Try not to fall on the right hip if you can help it. Start to roll up. And then gently sit back onto that right sit bone. Let the leg outwardly rotate. Janu Shirshasana. So the bottom of the foot connects to the inner thigh. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, gentle twist, and then fold forward. On your inhale, lifting the head. Exhale, gently release. Let's take that right foot, give it a little cradle of the leg and the hip. Coming into seated pigeon or double pigeon, whichever preference, whichever one you like. This is the seated pigeon. Making sure you're not in half lotus, but the right ankle is closer to the knee than not. If you like double pigeon, both legs are trying to be parallel to the ground. Breathing into that right hip. Do whatever wiggling you need to find the intensity that you can maintain. And breathe. Gently releasing, easing out of your pigeon of choice. Letting the legs go, give them a little shake and release. And we'll do all that on the second side. Left heel in towards the sit bone. Lift up the left sit bone so you're on the right. Right hand is your support here. Inhale, lengthen. So the left side is nice and long and tall, and then fold it forward. Hand inside on the leg, on the foot, or bind it. Whatever works for you this morning. Focus on your breath here. Nice, calm, controlled breath as best as you can. Meaning you're not hyperventilating, you're being very conscious of your breath. And inhaling, lifting the head. Exhaling, gently releasing. Let that leg outwardly rotate for Janu Shirshasana. Bottom of the foot to the inner leg. Stand up nice and tall. Exhale, give a little twist, and then fold it forward. Inhaling, lifting the head. Exhale, gently release. Let's grab that leg, give it a little cradle, a little love from side to side. Then cross that ankle over the thigh, find your pigeon on this side. It's okay if it's different from the first. Each hip has its own conversation to have, if you will. Each hip is going to tell you something different. Make sure you listen. Gently releasing out of your pigeon of choice. Give the legs a good little release, a little shake, a little rotation. Let's find our way onto the spine. So arms extended, we'll work the core a little bit. Rolling down, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, pelvic tilt, and start to roll down through the spine. Hold on if you need any support at any point. Once you're down, feet in towards the sit bones, take a nice deep breath. So because I'm doing a little bit more heart opening and hip opening today, I'm going to work my way into a full wheel. This is not a pose I do often, as my lower back doesn't often love it. However, we've done a lot of prep work, so we're going to see how it goes today. So working into it via bridge. I'm going to do normal bridge, bridge supported with the hands, and then wheel on the third round. If you're not into going into wheel, just continue doing what feels good for you. All right, so taking a nice inhale. Exhaling, tucking the pelvis, rolling up, tuck those shoulders underneath, interlace the fingers if you can, or touch the ankles. And gently release the shoulders and the hands. And start to lower the hips down to the mat. Don't move the legs, just let your spine be where it's going to be, and take a nice full belly breath. There's no sense in moving the spine in the opposite direction just yet, since we have more back bends to do. Alright, so moving on to round two, I'll show you the setup of the hands first. So once I get up into bridge, I'm going to bring my hands like I'm holding onto a platter or a tray. So all 5 fingers are flat in the same direction. Then I'm going to move my hip bone to the palm of the hand on both sides. And that'll kind of be my kickstand. Elbows right underneath, yeah? All right, so taking a nice full inhale. Exhale, tilting the pelvis, rolling up. Tuck the shoulders underneath. If you need more space here, come up onto the balls of the feet. Bend at the elbows. Get those trays underneath your hip bones. Once you're settled, press the hands away from the heart, and if it's available, the heels can come down. One more full breath. If you need to, lift the heels for more space. Release the hands out, open the shoulders, gently lower the hips, and just stay with a neutral spine, feet flat onto the mat. Belly breath. Now, if that bothered your wrists a little bit, feel free to roll the wrists around, especially if you want to go into wheel. All right, so third and final round, take it where you'd like. I'm going to go up onto the hands. Just want to make sure that I don't put my hands on my hair because that would hurt a whole lot. All right, so what I do in this pose, because I told you about my lower back, is I widen the feet a little bit. Traditionally, you want everything to be in line like train tracks, but that ain't happening for this body. So here we go. On the inhale, come to the crown of the head. And then in, and then exhale, pressing up. If you need to, heels can lift. Gently rolling down when you're ready. Tucking the chin to the chest. Once the hips are down, again, keep your spine neutral. Don't move the legs. Just take a nice deep belly breath. And feel what you feel. Maybe it's physical. Maybe it's energetic. Maybe it's emotional. Whatever it is, just let it flow through. And when you're ready, let the arms come out to your sides to a T. And slowly and mindfully windshield wiper the legs from side to side. This helps to neutralize the spine before moving it in such an extreme after that back bend. And we want to protect our lower backs and our vertebrae and the discs in between so that we can have the healthiest spines ever. Once you're satisfied with your windshield wiping, then hug the knees into the chest, the moment we've all been waiting for after those back bends. You can also give a little rock from side to side here. And I recently got a good question on one of my YouTube videos. Why do we rock side to side? Why is there so much rocking? And my best answer is that it's soothing. There are physical reasons for it. It helps to get the back muscles a little massage. It helps them to relax a little bit, gives you a little stretch through the lower back. But rocking side to side is just plain soothing. It's relaxing. So coming back to stillness, find happy baby. If you'd like a little more hamstring, you can let the legs straighten out, up to you. You can even rock from side to side here. And from happy baby, a floating bound angle pose, bottoms of the feet near each other, hands and legs hanging off of one another. Do your best to keep the spine long. Just let everything kind of relax here. From here, coming into a reclined bound angle pose. Hands can rest wherever they're comfy. If you'd like to connect with your breath even more, one hand to the heart, one to the belly. You can also bring your hands to your thigh, out to the side, or wherever else you'd like. From here, letting the legs extend, finding your Shavasana. Do any release that you need to. If you want to rotate the legs in and out, if you want to root the heels down and give the ankles a little movement so the whole body gets a little massage, go for it. If you're good with stillness, then just be still. And then settle into your Shavasana. We'll stay for about 10 to 20 breaths. Gradually start to deepen your breath. Find energy in the fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles, starting to wake up the arms and legs. And let the arms extend overhead. Give yourself a nice long stretch. Hug the knees in towards the chest and give a little rock from side to side. From here, roll onto your right side into fetal position, using your bottom arm as a pillow for your head. Gently press yourself up to a seated position. Come a little bit closer. And sit with your eyes closed, either hands pressed at your heart or one on your heart and one on your belly. And take a few moments here in this upright position. Let your body adjust. Let your breath adjust. Take a few moments for some gratitude, something that you're thankful for in this very moment. And I'm going to close as I have been doing with my own Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. If you're not familiar with what these words mean, is Om is a universal sound, and it connects to everything on a cellular level, all the way up into the universal level. All living things, all things that have vibration. And Shanti means peace, and we repeat it 3 times. Peace within our hearts, peace within our community and our world, and peace on the universal level. So I don't think that the universe has been hearing me loud enough, so I'm actually going to sing it today. Zeus is not used to me singing it. He is next to me, and he may come over and and start kissing me. Not really sure he's over here. So if you'd like to join me, if you know the chant, take a nice deep inhale. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. So, how are you? How are you feeling? I hope you are doing well after this practice. Zeus didn't get me. Thank you so much for joining me on this first day of June, well, my first day of June in Wake and Stretch. I will continue to do this for the month of June, so please feel free to join me. Not every day will be an active practice. There will be meditations, there'll be breathing, there'll be gentle classes. I'll probably throw some yin in there as well, because traditionally you're supposed to practice 6 days a week and take the 7th day off. And for females, when that time of the month comes, that first day is supposed to be a day of rest, at least the first and second day. So that will be happening throughout the month as well. So other than that, I hope you are feeling good, are doing okay. I'm giving you my Care Bear stare of love. For those of you who are in my generation, you know who the Care Bears are. And imagine a whole bunch of us holding hands and the Care Bear stare is coming out. It's coming out at you strong. Yeah? So, that said, see you tomorrow. Bye.